Have you ever wondered which of your favorite actors don't subscribe to traditional religion? It's a surprisingly common stance in Hollywood, um, with many choosing science, reason, or simply a lack of belief as their guiding principles. These individuals aren't necessarily anti-religion, but they've forged their own paths, often advocating for secular values and critical thinking. Let's explore the perspectives of some prominent actors who've openly discussed their non-religious views. Ricky Gervais, known for his sharp wit and unapologetic humor, stands as a vocal critic of organized religion. And he frequently uses his comedy specials and social media platforms to debate religious concepts, arguing that science and logic provide more compelling explanations for the universe than ancient texts. For Gervais, a moral compass doesn't require divine guidance. Stephen Fry, a celebrated British actor and writer, is a prominent figure in the humanist movement. He often engages in debates about the existence of God, famously criticizing the concept of an all-powerful deity who allows suffering. Fry finds beauty in Greek mythology, but rejects the literal truth of monotheistic religions, championing reason and secular ethics. Daniel Radcliffe, despite a religious upbringing, identifies as an atheist. The Harry Potter star admires scientific authors like Richard Dawkins. Preferring evidence-based understanding, he respects others' beliefs, but maintains that religion doesn't play a role in his own life, focusing instead on human rights and equality. Brad Pitt, raised in a conservative Southern Baptist household, began questioning his faith as he grew older. He's oscillated between identifying as agnostic and atheist, finding his early religious upbringing stifling. Pitt finds comfort in the unknown, channeling his energy into humanitarian work and artistic expression. George Clooney, a raised Catholic, distanced himself from the church, stating he doesn't believe in heaven or hell. He focuses on making a tangible impact through his activism and career, respecting faith for others, but not subscribing to it himself, guided by a strong personal moral code. Javier Bardem famously quipped that he believes in Al Pacino, not God, right? Raised Catholic, he drifted away after his father's death, respecting the cultural aspects of religion while rejecting its supernatural elements, grounding his views in human emotion and performance. Ian McKellen, a fierce advocate for LGBT rights, views organized religion as a hindrance to equality. He criticizes biblical passages condemning homosexuality, identifying as an atheist, and relying on rational thought, even joking about defacing hotel Bibles he finds offensive. Hugh Laurie, a committed atheist, uses humor to express his skepticism regarding religion. He finds the concept of a personal God illogical given the world's state, believing science offers a more reliable method for understanding our existence, rejecting fate or divine intervention. Cillian Murphy moved from agnosticism to atheism while preparing for the film Sunshine, finding compelling rational explanations from physicists. He prefers scientific evidence over faith, focusing on humanism rather than divine intervention. Joaquin Phoenix's unique upbringing involved leaving a strict religious cult likely influencing his secular worldview, that he doesn't subscribe to any organized religion, focusing instead on animal rights and environmental activism. And Seth MacFarlane satirizes religious hypocrisy in his animated shows, openly advocating for atheism and separation of church and state, actively promoting scientific literacy. Simon Pegg, raised in a non-religious household, never felt the need for faith, viewing religion as a human invention before the advancement of science. Kevin Bacon straightforwardly states he doesn't believe in God, raised in a home where religion wasn't central, focusing on being a good person without expecting a heavenly reward. And John Malkovich views religion as largely a psychological crutch, appreciating its cultural history, but rejecting its spiritual claims, relying on intellect and observation. Jack Black, raised Jewish, considers himself an atheist, feeling like an imposter during his bar mitzvah, focusing on creativity and comedy over religious observance. Morgan Freeman, though playing God in films, believes humans invented God, viewing religion as a response to the unknown, valuing science and facts. Stellan Skarsgård from secular Sweden criticizes religion's interference in education and politics, believing in a world without divine guidance. Bill Nighy, rejecting his Catholic upbringing, finds the concept of religion odd, preferring to rely on what he can see and prove. Paul Giamatti identifies as an atheist, lacking the capacity for religious faith, valuing personal integrity and artistic exploration. Andy Serkis, raised Catholic, drifted away, identifying as an atheist and humanist, believing in human potential rather than divine intervention. Brian Cox calls the Bible one of the worst books ever written, and believing it causes division, identifying as an atheist and championing reason. Patrick Stewart, a member of the National Secular Society, views religion as a barrier to understanding, focusing on human rights and secular values. Kumail Nanjiani, raised Muslim, lost his faith exploring this transition in his film, The Big Sick, valuing reason and personal experience. Patton Oswalt, an outspoken atheist, often mocks religious dogma in his stand-up, believing morality comes from empathy, not divine command. David Cross, raised Jewish, became an atheist, criticizing religion's illogical nature, valuing intellect and personal accountability. Christopher Eccleston, raised religious, rejected those beliefs, identifying as an atheist and skeptic, finding spirituality in nature. Sean Penn describes himself as agnostic, focusing on tangible action, believing people can solve their own problems, not rely on divine intervention. James McAvoy, once considering priesthood, moved toward a secular worldview, valuing science and personal integrity. And Tim Roth, not subscribing to organized religion, focuses on art and human character, viewing religion as a cultural phenomenon. Alan Cumming, raised in the Church of Scotland, rejects religion, advocating for LGBT rights, valuing individuality and artistic expression. Guy Pearce, not religious, focuses on personal integrity, viewing religion as a cultural phenomenon, valuing artistic exploration. Woody Allen, a Jewish atheist, explores themes of existentialism and the silence of God in his films, believing life has no inherent meaning. Penn a magician, an outspoken atheist, debunks religious myths, believing atheism leads to a more joyful life. Matthew Reese, identifying as an atheist, um, focuses on family and his career, not relying on religious traditions. Eddie Izzard, a spiritual atheist, believes in the potential of humans, criticizing systems of power, including religion. Jeffrey Rush, not subscribing to organized religion, focuses on art and human character, viewing religion as a cultural phenomenon. Uh, Clive Owen, not religious, focuses on family and personal integrity, valuing art and exploration. Uh, Jesse Eisenberg, from a secular Jewish background, identifies as an atheist, valuing intellect and observation. Viggo Mortensen, uh, in philosophy, rejects religious institutions, valuing nature and artistic expression. Peter Dinklage, once raised Catholic, drifted away, valuing animal rights and ethical living. Mark Ruffalo, raised with mixed teachings, moved toward a secular worldview, focusing on environmental activism and social justice. So, as you can see, a surprising number of actors don't subscribe to traditional religion. Is They've found their own paths, guided by reason, empathy, and the desire to make a positive impact on the world. And who knows, maybe their perspectives will inspire you to question your own beliefs too. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.